Hey there friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. And welcome to another daily vlog. So today is Thursday. You'll notice that I mostly do vlogs on Thursdays just because it's our biggest jam-packed day. My kids don't go to science, my kids don't go to music, they don't go to art. So there's kind of just the whole day where I'm with them. And it's also not usually as chaotic as Monday. Filming on Mondays is honestly sometimes a hot mess or a little bit of a disaster. So I don't usually film a lot on Mondays, but yeah. So today is Thursday, it is December 17th. We had Thanksgiving break, but that was just a few days. So this is my first long teacher break as a teacher. And I am so excited. I don't know if it's just distance learning. I don't know if it's kindergarten. I don't know if it's me being a first year teacher, but I am so excited. I think the only people ready for this break more than me are my kindergartners. As a whole, we're just done, we're over it. But I'm looking forward to finishing strong. Today we still have a lot of stuff to do, but I'm hoping that if we get it all done today, then we can have just a super fun day tomorrow. It's Friday and it is our last day before break, so we're having our little holiday party. I didn't want to say a Christmas party, so we're just kind of calling it a winter holiday party. Even though all of my students do celebrate Christmas, I thought it was just best to call it a holiday party. So yeah, if we can finish everything that we have to do today, we will be able to have so much fun tomorrow, so I'm hoping that we can get it all done. And I'm just gonna jump in and show you everything that we're doing today. So yeah, if you aren't already, make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, and leave me a comment down below if you're already on winter break, or when you go on winter break, or what you'll be doing this winter break, because I cannot wait to just spend the next few weeks enjoying myself and relaxing. So yeah, let's just jump into today. All right, hey friends, so it's recess right now and I just wanted to catch you up on some of the stuff that we've been doing. It's Thursday, which means we do our sight word boom card. Our sight word this week is with. So we did the boom card, that went pretty well. Again, it's so funny because we do it every single Thursday, and yet every single Thursday I have a few kids who is just nope, I can't figure it out, it's not working. And then I'm like, yes you do, you know how to do it, we do it every single week. But we always get it going, so I'm really proud of them and they're doing great on that. And we just had reading groups. So I wanted to show you what we did. So for my two lowest groups, my cherries and my pineapples, I'm not meeting with them today just because we don't have enough time for me to see everyone every week. You already know my rundown of how I do reading groups. So I introduced them to a new word work strategy, and I call this In the Spotlight. I heard about this from my first mentor teacher in student teaching. So the second graders that I had did this and it was awesome. It's really great for vowel awareness and just vowel identification. And they also get to practice their sight words. So this is a whole list of the sight words that we've already learned throughout the course of this year. And usually I just review 3, 4, 5 of them each week. But I wanted to just throw them at them this week and just see what they remembered and just get some more practice with it. So this is just our sight word practice, and then they can also identify the vowels. So that's why it's called In the Spotlight, because they put a spotlight on all the vowels. And this is really good for them. So we're still really reviewing vowels and vowel sounds, and also sight words. So this is just kind of 2 in 1. And this is great because they can do it on a piece of paper and then post a picture on Seesaw, or they can just do the activity on Seesaw, but it's basically just writing it on a blank paper, on a blank activity. So I prefer for them to do it on a piece of paper and then post a picture, so that way they get that written practice. But yeah, so that is what my two lowest groups are doing. And then for my Kiwis group, you already know the situation with this paper. We do a different word family every other day. So we do 2 word families a week, and we are on an. So we are going back, reviewing the vowels again, and then not only reviewing the vowels, but making them a word family. So we are doing an, and again, I read it once, we read it all together, and then each kid reads it out loud once. So that went really well. And then I did get a chance to film a live teaching for my highest group, so you can see how I teach that. Said that the first step is to roll the snowballs to roll the snow into snowballs, right? Okay, and what happens when we're rolling those snowballs? What happens?
They turn into circles.
Okay, they turn into...
The more you roll, the bigger they will get.
Okay, nice. The more you roll the snowball, the bigger it gets, right? That's super important. I'm glad that we all remembered, because today I'm gonna show you what our book is called.
A potato?
The Runaway Snowball.
What?
Okay, so what do we think a runaway snowball is? What in the Lanta is a runaway snowball?
Maybe they rolled it too much and then it started going so fast.
So we have two words. We have run away, and then we put them together and made it run away. So what does it mean if it's a runaway? What does that mean?
It goes away from you very fast.
So our question for today is, what happens as the snowball rolls down the hill? So that's the question that we're trying to solve while we're reading today, okay?
The snowball rolls away from Timothy. It gets bigger and bigger.
It gets bigger and bigger. Can we all whisper read? Let's get really close and we're gonna whisper read every page, okay? Ready, set, go. Run away, snowball. I wanna hear everyone reading, okay? So make sure that I can hear you. Timothy rolls a giant snowball. Snowball rolls down the hill. It gets bigger and bigger. The snowball rolls over Marcy. I have some serious questions for you all. So, can anyone with a quiet hand answer my question? Why is he rolling the snowball? Why do you think he's rolling that snowball? Okay, maybe he's making a friend for his snowman. What happens? What is happening after he starts to roll the snowball?
It rolls away from him.
Make sure to raise your hand. Yeah, it rolls away from him. How would you describe his face? Look at his face.
Impressed.
Maybe he's impressed? Okay. What is another way we might describe his face? Do you think you'd feel a little scared?
So happy.
You'd be happy? I don't know. I'm looking at her face and I'm looking at his face and they're both looking like they're saying, oh no! I would be scared. I don't know about you guys, but I think I would be pretty scared. Yeah. We have a couple different ideas. The last part of our reading groups, you need your black notebook. Exactly. Okay, so remember, we're just drawing a quick picture. Doesn't need to be perfect. Remember, just a quick picture. The writing is the most important part. So we have a big snowball going down the hill, and then once we're ready, we're gonna write our sentence, okay? And it would be awesome if you guys could tilt your cameras down, tilt your computers down so I can see you writing. Just move the screen down a little bit. Nice, thank you.
I didn't know how to write snowball.
Perfect. How do I write ball?
B-A-L-L.
Nice, the snowball. The snowball rolls down the hill. Nice work, my friend. Oh, it gets bigger and, oh, you got digger and digger. Make sure you flip that D and turn it into a B. So that was very impressive. You guys did a great job. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little clip. We are at recess now. When we get back from recess, we're still finishing our iReady math test. I know in my last weekly vlog, I talked about how we're doing the iReady diagnostics. So that takes a few days. It is quite long. So we aren't doing math this week. We've just been doing the iReady testing. So yeah, we're doing that. And then I will show you what we're doing at the end of the day. I wanted to show my new setup. I am just feeling like a technology queen over here. But I just wanted to show you some new additions. So I've always had the laptop. I've had the document camera for the last few weeks, but my district also recently got iPads, and this has been awesome. It's pretty much changed everything. I've only had it for this week, and I can't believe I haven't had it for longer. So I'm really excited to get back to this setup after winter break. So we recently got iPads from our district, and then we got to pick out whatever kind of stand we wanted. So I just chose the super minimal one, and I'm really liking it so far. And it's great because since they're both Apple products, I can do it in a couple of ways. So I basically just use it like a second monitor, and I can mirror my screen. I can have two different screens. I can actually move one screen to the other one and just kind of switch them around like you would with a monitor. But what I've been doing recently this week is I have my kids on this screen. So this is pretty much just where they live and they hang out right there. And then I can do all of my navigating and clicking and screen sharing from this screen. And it has just been such a game changer. So I am loving that. Again, just having the MacBook, having the iPad, and having the document camera has really changed the game for me. We were talking about how to make gingerbread cookies. So we had 4 different steps, right? First, we played that little funny video and it had mix the dough, right? So we were mixing the dough. Our second step in the video was rolling out the dough. So first we mixed the dough, and then we rolled the dough. And then we had a third step. What was our third step? This was tricky. We cut, right? We cut the little gingerbread men out with the little cookie cutter. We cut those gingerbread men out. The last step, the 4th step, is you bake them in the oven, right? So we had mix the dough. We mixed the dough. We rolled it out, right? And then we cut the cookies. We cut those cookies out. And then we baked them in the oven. So those were our 4 steps on how to make a gingerbread man. Now we're gonna put them in there, right? We're gonna do the first step. So I want you to number them. Let's number them really fast. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I want you to take some time to just draw some pictures. So draw what it would look like if you were mixing the dough, right? And then draw some pictures of what it looked like if we rolled it out. What do you think it would look like if we put the gingerbread on there and then baking them in the oven, okay? Hey there, friends. So it is the end of the day now. I wanted to catch you up on what we did for the rest of the day. We did our 4 different steps on how to make gingerbread men, and this went so well. I think I finally figured it out. We scaffolded it all day or all week of what you do first, next, then last. And we did really simple sentences for this. So pretty much everyone was able to do it, and I was so proud of them. I was super stoked on that. So this is what we did. I think in the only filming that I got was we put it into 4 different parts. So here are the 4 different parts. And I will just turn you around and walk you through it. All right, so here we did for it was kind of like sequencing. So we just talked about steps to make gingerbread cookies. So first we mixed it. Then we rolled out the dough, then we cut them, and then we put them in the oven. Please ignore my oven. I clearly don't know how to draw an oven, but the other ones are actually pretty cute. So first you mix it. It has been a sight word, and you has also been a sight word, so that is awesome. We have first you mix it, next you roll it, then you cut them, last you bake them. And then I realized I probably should have put gingerbread cookies first, but a kid reminded me at the end, so we just put gingerbread cookies down there. Super quick, pretty simple. This didn't take too long. This took about like 15 or 20 minutes, and it was really good. We're mostly just trying to focus on the sentences. Some kids get really caught up in adding a lot of detail in the pictures, which is great, but we are really moving on in kindergarten and making sure that we can do these sentences. So a lot of them did such a good job. I'm really proud of their progress. Definitely in the last month or so, they've progressed so much in their writing, and this is awesome. I am so excited about this. And then for the last part of our day, we just did a quick what do we see during Christmas. This is the last book in our little 4-book series. So we did what do we see during Hanukkah, what do we see during Kwanzaa, what do we see during Las Posadas, and what do we see during Christmas. So this was kind of like the least exciting one since we already know a lot about Christmas. I pretty much just like played Christmas music. We watched a little Christmas video of like how Christmas came to be, or why we have Santa, how Santa came to be. And then we read this and colored the pictures. So this went really well. And then we had a little bit of time left over, so I decided to pull out all of the other ones like Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Las Posadas. And we just did a little compare and contrast. We didn't make like a diagram or anything, but we just talked about like similarities and differences between all of the holidays, because they are actually pretty similar in quite a few ways. So that was really cool for the kids to just kind of make those connections, and see how even though there are different ways to celebrate the winter holidays all around the world, they do have a lot of similarities. So they had a lot of fun with that. A few of my kids celebrate Las Posadas, a couple of my kids celebrate Hanukkah, and everyone celebrates Christmas. So it was really cool for them to just get to talk about all of their family traditions and what they do and what they're looking forward to. There's only 8 days until Christmas, so they were really excited to just kind of talk about how they do Christmas in their home and what they're looking forward to this year. So that was just a really sweet way to end our day. So it is a lot later now. It's about 6:30, and I've had a little bit of an afternoon. I went for a little bit of a walk with my friend, and then I came home at around 3:30. So yeah, I was doing that, and then we actually had our staff holiday Christmas party tonight. Obviously it was on Zoom, but it was still really, really fun to just see everyone. I swear I have like such an amazing staff at my school. They're so funny, they're so real, and they're just awesome people. I love them. So we were on Zoom for a couple hours. So we did like a little family feud night, and it was super fun. If you've never played Family Feud, it's like super old school. I had never seen it, but I watched an episode before we did this because I wanted to know what to do. So we basically got into different teams. A couple weeks ago, we answered a bunch of questions in a survey of like, what is your principal most likely to say during an assembly? Or like, what are teachers most likely to miss about teaching in person? What do teachers not miss about being in person? Just a bunch of funny questions like that. And then we played tonight. My team won the first round, won the first bracket, but we lost the second bracket. So we were out, but that's okay. It was still really fun, and it was good to see everyone in kind of like a laid back, relaxed kind of environment. So yeah, stuff like that just gets me really excited for us to come back in person at some point, so that way I can continue to build bonds with them, because I really have an awesome staff. I know everyone thinks that their staff is awesome, but I have an awesome staff. So yeah, I'm just home right now. I am chilling for the rest of the night. I really like it when people do like a little bit of like a lifestyle or like personal stuff at the end of their vlogs. So I'm gonna start doing that in some of my daily vlogs and my weekly vlogs. So here is my little night. So this is one of my favorite, just quick, yummy, filling dinners. Everything's from Trader Joe's. So I have this sweet Italian style chicken sausage, broccoli, and then sweet potato gnocchis. I love doing just a one pan. So I'm gonna chop all this up, lay it out on the pan, cook it for about 15 minutes at 400, and it's gonna be so good. If you haven't had the sweet potato gnocchis, I don't know what you're doing. I would highly recommend. I swear I have to like convince myself every night to eat something else other than those, but they are bomb. Yum, yum, yum. Like I said, so easy. Chopped up 2 sausages, chopped up the broccoli, just poured the whole bag of gnocchis over there. I drizzled it with olive oil, and then I seasoned up the broccoli, and this is going to be so good. This is definitely going to be enough for me for breakfast, or what? This is definitely going to be enough for dinner tonight, and then also lunch tomorrow. Hey friends, so I am all snuggled up on my couch right now with my hot cocoa like the true adult that I am, and I am going to read some of my book before I get ready for bed. And I wanted to show you what book I'm reading. It is called The Gifted School, which is so fitting because I'm a teacher. And this is just a really good book. It's not like a huge plot twist kind of book. I'm mostly reading it for the characters. And I know a couple of my friends have also read this book, so we kind of like doing like a little book club. So I love doing that. I feel like my biggest bond with people are with those who enjoy reading the same books as I do, just because it is so important to me. I love literature. I love reading, whether that be kids books or adult books. I am all over it. And I wanted to tell you guys about Book of the Month. So this is not sponsored, but if Book of the Month is watching and you want to sponsor me, let your girl know. I will hype you guys up. But yeah, I got this book from Book of the Month. I have had the subscription for a little while. And if you've never heard of Book of the Month, it is basically a book subscription, monthly subscription. You can sign up, and for just $15 a month, you will get a brand new hardcover book. You can pick your book. Each month they come out with 5 different books from different genres. You can read the synopsis, decide if you want one. And if you don't like the books, or if you're just not ready for a book that month, you can skip it, or you can still pay for it and just use the credit and then keep that credit on hand for another book that you might like later on. And it is just an awesome resource. I love it. I've gotten so many books from there and so many book recommendations, and I honestly couldn't recommend it anymore. Again, this is not sponsored, but I do have a referral link, or like a referral code, so I'll leave that down below. If you use that, you will get your first book for $10, which is such a deal. $10 for an awesome hardcover book is a great deal if you ask me. And I'm pretty sure for the holidays, they also have another deal going on where if you use a certain code, which again, I'll have that linked down below, your first book is only $5. $5 for a hardcover book. That is so good. And then you can actually add on other books to your box. So this past month, I got 1 book for the month. And then for $5 more, I added another book because of that deal. But either way you spin it, it's an awesome deal. There are so many books on that website that you can check out, and I would highly recommend it. If you end up picking up this book, or if you've also read The Gifted School, let me know down below and we can have like a little book club in the comments.